All right, this is part two. This is part two. My alarm went off. That's why you heard the noise, right? So I had to shut my camera off. This is pretty much part one. Part one. My other video was only like 53 seconds, right? So this is pretty much part one, right? Yeah. Yeah, if you do burn, swimming, you burn a lot of calories because it's your whole body. Your whole body, you're exercising your whole body when you swim. I didn't know it'd be that tiring, man. Swimming is tiring, man. Once I did like 6 laps, I felt the fatigue. Yeah, it's tiring, but it's fun though. I love swimming. Swimming's fun. Yeah. What time do you go to the pool is again, Ivan? Around like 3:30, like yesterday. I'll go like 3:30. I'll swim for a good 45 minutes, 50 minutes. That's good enough. Yeah. Did you eat the junk food yesterday? Well, yesterday after I swam, I had Subway. I had a tuna sub and I had a little bit of pasta. Yeah, a little bit of pasta. Today for lunch, I'm gonna eat the pasta that my stepmother made. My younger stepbrother finished like the whole pasta, but there's leftovers for me. I'll have that for lunch around 12, and then go swimming. And after I eat my one meal, and I'm good after that. That's how you lose the weight, Ivan. So, Ivan, you prefer swimming over going on the treadmill? Yes, I prefer swimming over going on the treadmill, obviously. Ivan, is it a big pool? Yes, it is. Well, you guys only saw a bit of the pool, but there was a bunch of people on the other side. You guys didn't really see it, but yeah, it's like a big Olympic pool. It's a huge pool. It's a nice place, Ivan. Yeah, it's a nice place. They built it like, I don't know, like 10 years ago. They built the place. Yeah. Yeah, me and VJ are gonna own a pool like that. Not as big as that pool. That's way too big. But it'll be like, you know how that pool looks like an Olympic pool? Yeah, it'll be like that. Obviously. Is it deep, Ivan? Yeah, it is. Like the shallow part where you guys saw me standing, but when towards the end there, that's the deep end. It's like, I don't know, 12 feet deep. It's pretty deep. I know how to swim. I know how to swim in the deep end, obviously. As you guys saw me swimming towards the end, right? I know how to swim in the deep end. I took swimming lessons when I was younger. A lot of swimming lessons. Yeah. Are you a pro swimmer? No, I'm not a pro swimmer, but I know how to swim pretty well. As you guys saw, I can swim. I'm not a pro swimmer like the Olympic athletes, right? Yeah. 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 Alright, that was a pretty sick vlog, I know. Yeah. Going again today. I'm going 7 days a week. I'm going to go every day swimming. That's how I lose the weight. Yeah. Yeah. How much weight do you think you lose out of the year? I should get down to maybe 225, 220. If I swim every day and I eat pretty well, in 4.5 months I could lose like 40 pounds. So right now I'm like 263, so I'll be like 243 around there. 40 pounds, right? Sorry, 220. 223 around there. Yeah. My prediction, I'll be around 225 into the year. But you have to go 7 days a week. You have to be disciplined. You can't procrastinate. You have to go. I know sometimes you might be tempted to not swim because it's tiring, but you got to go 7 days a week, and you got to watch out what you eat. Eat like after you work out, just eat one plate of for your dinner, and that's good. That way you don't what have a lot of calorie intake, right? Yeah, that's why I said Ivan's weight loss journey. I could vlog 7 days a week for you guys. I might as well, right? You guys see my journey. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you look pretty fat. Yes, I told you I'm a big dude. Two and 260 years. You're pretty fat, obviously. That's why I want to lose this weight because I'm fat, man. I'm not obese, but I'm a big dude, right? I'm a big dude, as I told you guys many times already. I'm a big dude. I think that could be a hindrance of me getting a woman too. Even though Ivan's handsome, he doesn't take care of himself. He's fat. Yeah, that's why I want to lose this weight. Yeah. Ivan, you're gonna build an Olympic pool in your house. It'll be Olympic style, but it won't be that big. That's too big. I'm not gonna have a huge pool, but it'll be pretty big. You remember when you saw the 2 lanes? Yeah, picture like maybe 2 lanes like that. The 2 lanes and like that length. It's about that big. My pool. It'll be a pretty big pool, but it's not like huge. Honestly, I'll have the shallow end be like 4 or 5 feet deep. The deep end don't go any higher than like 15 feet deep for the deep end. 13, 14 feet, 15 feet deep is good enough. Like the pool place is like 12 feet deep at the end. It's like 12 feet deep, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. That's how you lose weight, Ivan. So stay tuned my transformation world, yeah. Ivan, you're really going 7 days a week? Yes, I am. 7 days a week. Weekends I go around 3:30. Weekdays I'll go around maybe 5:36. Because weekdays the place closes at 10, about 10 o'clock. So I can go at like 6 in the. I'm not gonna go too late. I'll go like no later than 6 during the weekday, and weekends I go like at 3:30 because it closes at 4:50 on weekends. Yeah. Yeah. You might vlog 7 days a week. I might. That way you guys see my journey, right? I might vlog 7 days a week at the pool place. Yeah. Tomorrow I'll start my go-through series. Yeah, so tomorrow I'll make 3 videos. My morning video, my go-through series, and after that I'll make my vlog at the pool place. Yeah. I remember when Ivan was fat, and I don't know, 4 months go by, you see me, I look skinnier now. I'm like 225, 220. I lost the weight, yeah. So right now I'm fat, as you guys saw, right? Yeah, Ivan, you're pretty big. Like, yeah, man, I'm pretty big. Like, yeah. You gotta lose the weight, Ivan. Yeah, I know I gotta lose the weight, man. I'm big, man. As you guys saw in the video, right? I'm fat. I'm not obese, but I'm fat, though. I'm a big dude. Yeah. In the videos, I don't look that fat, but then once I take off my shirt, you guys saw, Ivan, you're pretty fat. Yes, I am. That's why I gotta lose this weight, man. It's a bad look on me. I'm fat right now. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, Skies will blow out the water. Yes, it will. Skies thing will blow out the water, guys. As you guys saw in my mini videos, right? Higher paying work for the Hollywood actors, better perks, crazier fame, yeah. Crazier fame, yeah. Crazier fame, yeah. Does Hollywood pay more sometimes? Yeah, sometimes Hollywood could pay more than what I pay the Hollywood actors, but like, it's very rare. On average, I'm blowing Hollywood out of the water with payments too. As most A-listers make their 10, 15, 20 million Hollywood, and that's it, man. Sometimes they make 30, 40, and they get royalties, but if they get royalties, they might get maybe 15, 20 million dollars of royalties. There's exceptions where sometimes they can make 50, even 80, 100 million. That's very rare. That's how they get their 15, 20, 25 million, 30 million royalties, the A-list actors. Because the Hollywood movies don't make the kind of money movies make in profits. And so limited in how much they can pay the actors. Whereas in my comedy, my profits is unlimited because it's in the billions, tens of billions. So I can easily afford to pay the Hollywood actors a lot of money for their royalties. Their film profit royalties. I see what I'm saying? She's just saying, yeah. But the Hollywood actors, agents, managers agree, I'm not going to overpay these guys and have them do me. Especially the big guys. Some of them might even ask for $250 million for promise. I'm like, no, man, they're not worth that. Yeah. Some sour. Yeah. The only exceptions are guys like Tom Cruise and Dwayne Johnson. Tom Cruise is worth $600 million, so I'm glad you give him $200 million of the film profits, even $210. And Dwayne Johnson, I'm glad to give him $300 million of the film profits for him that movie if I choose him. Obviously, because all the other big A-list actors are under $400 million. They're not getting any more than $125. That's good enough. If you don't like it, go back to Hollywood, be left behind, and make less money. It's a deal. I give you a deal. You know, even though I don't know, $100 million, $125, $80 million is a lot of money. It's not the kind of money you and VJ are making. Yes, me and VJ are the boss. We're God. We're much bigger than you guys. That's why we're making way more than you. But just know that I gave you a good deal. You don't make this in Hollywood. So I'm sorry. And Ivan, you have the rates, man. Look, man, even with the rates, you're still making more than what you're making in Hollywood, guys. I don't want to live in the States, man. I want my company to be a Canadian company, man. Not an American company. I don't want to live in the States, so there you go. Because VJ might tell me, yeah, Ivan, we should live in the States. That way the Hollywood actors are not affected by the rates. I'm like, no, VJ, I don't want to live in the States. I want to live in Canada. The States is not for me, man. The States is too crowded. It's too filthy over there. I don't want to live there, man. It's very crowded, very overpopulated, and it's filthy over there. I'd rather live in Canada. It's more beautiful up here. It's more peaceful. Vancouver is my dream city I want to live in. I always want to live in Vancouver, Canada. That's where we're living, Vancouver, Canada. I'm sorry. That's where we're living. Will VJ care where you live? No. I mean, I don't care where we live as long as I'm with you, right? What about Europe? You want to live in Europe? I'm like, no. I don't want to live in Europe. No. I prefer to stay in North America, Canada. My two choices would be either living in Canada or the States, but I don't want to live in the States. The States is too crowded, and I don't want to do all that paperwork to become an American citizen. I'm already a Canadian citizen. I want to live in Canada. I got my Canadian money off my book. I'm living in Canada, Vancouver, Canada, VJ. And I choose to live with you because I'm the one who saved your ass. And I made this money for you. It's fair. I'm the one who, and I got you all. It's fair. I choose where we live. Yeah, it's fair. Yes, VJ. I made this money for me and you, and I got you out of Hollywood. I saved your ass. I choose where we live. It's fair. But everything else we talk it over. But I choose where we live because I'm the one who saved you, VJ. And I made this money for you. It's fair. My yeah, it's fair. Yes, it's fair, VJ. Ivan, how's money off your book, by the way? I made $22 million. You made $22 million off your book? I'm like, yeah. I said, holy shit, we won the lottery with that money. I know. We won the lottery. We could build that $1 million house. We can start that film studio, Ivan. That Sky's with the name of film studio. I know. Start that film studio. Yeah. Yeah. Will VG like your idea for the studio lot? Yeah, she will. Ivan, you want a studio lot to like that, like Gran Turismo picture? But yeah, VG, you like that design? That's beautiful. Let's build it like that. I build it like Gran Turismo, beautiful studio lot with a golf course, grass look. The buildings light up at night. You're looking at a beautiful studio lot. You're gonna own that for Sky's Entertainment. So it's looking nice. Or the Hollywood actors were blown away. Holy shit! You have a nicer studio lot than like Disney and Warner Bros. I know. Nicer studio lot than Disney's lot and Warner Bros. Lot, right? And Disney's lot and Warner Bros. Lot are right next to each other in Los Angeles. They're pretty close to each other. Yeah, I'm gonna have a nicer lot than that. No. I'm sorry. I might make an egg sandwich for myself for breakfast. There's one egg upstairs, so I'll make an egg sandwich for myself. Yeah. Ivan, it's so weird for you making a video for us Sunday in the morning. Yeah, usually I work Sundays at 8:30. Yeah. Ivan, had you not quit the job, chances are the boss would have had you work today and yesterday alone. Because I don't know, maybe he hired another dishwasher, I don't know, but he would have had you work alone, and that's why I quit. And yeah, I'm not working Saturdays alone. I don't want to work Sundays alone. It's not fun. Last week I worked Saturday and Sunday alone, and it was busy, yeah. Have you heard from the welfare office? No. I have not heard from Welfare Quebec yet. I should probably get the form sent maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. Yeah. Is the application process long for welfare? No, 5 years ago, it only took me maybe 2 weeks. After 2.5 weeks, I got my first check. I remember I applied online. This time I did not apply online. I filled out the paper. But 5 years ago, I applied online, and they sent me another paper. I filled that paper, then they called me, they asked me a few questions, and within the next couple of days, I got my first check. It's not long, it doesn't take long. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll start my go-through series for you guys. I'll still be doing double header because I'm doing a go-through series, right? So starting tomorrow, I'll just make my morning video, then I'll do my go-through series around maybe 3 in the afternoon. That's my double header, and I have my vlog swimming. You got 3 videos a day from Ivan Bear. And sometimes I might do maybe 4 videos. Maybe at night I might pump out another maybe quick 40-minute video sometimes. But yeah, so I'm still doing the double header, but now it's just this video. And after that, I have my go-through series in the afternoon, and I vlog at the pool place swimming. Obviously, that was a pretty sick video when you swim. I know. That's a nice place. Yes, it is. It's a nice Olympic pool place. A nice place, obviously. They even put music in there too. You guys heard the music a little bit, yeah. They played some nice music, man. Some nice songs. For my pool party, for my company, I'm also gonna blast music too. While I do the pool party with the actors, the Hollywood actors. I blast music. Everyone swims and everything. Will people get drunk while they're swimming? No, we swim for a good maybe hour, 2 hours. We chill in the jacuzzi. And after everyone swam, that's when the party starts upstairs, and I do a party with the actors. And then I order like pizza, yeah. Everyone gets drunk, I order pizza, yeah. That's what the Hollywood actors would say is gonna have a blast, man. Living life with me and EJ right now. When you tell us how much weight you've lost, no, I won't. I'll let my body do the talking. I know I swim 7 days a week. After a month goes by, you guys notice I look a bit skinnier. I'm down to maybe almost 250. After 1 month, I'm like 252, 253. I lost like 8 pounds. I've been going swimming 7 days a week. But you won't really see much of a difference in me at 250. Once I hit 240, the early 240s, that's when you guys will notice I'm dropping weight, obviously. If you swim 7 days a week, Ivan, you will lose the weight. Because you burn a lot of calories swimming, man. For even 40 minutes, you can burn like 400 calories swimming. But what I usually do is I do 1 lap there, 1 lap back. I take like a 1-2 minute break because it's tiring. I swim again. Yeah, I swam for good like 38, 40 minutes yesterday. It's a good workout. Yeah. You'll swim for 40. Yeah, I'll swim for about 40 minutes a day. That's good enough. And then because right now I'm not in the greatest shape. And once I get skinnier, I can now swim for an hour and I burn more calories. Once I hit maybe the 230s, I can swim for an hour, a little bit longer, because I'm now in better shape. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna go upstairs and get my coffee, guys, for part 2. Yeah. Yeah. How much would make the Great Escape for Ivan? I don't know, maybe $70 million. That's good enough, right? Because I have to create room to pay like Matt Damon and all those guys, right? They're expensive, so I have to create room to pay them more money. Yeah. Like Matt Damon, I'll pay him like his $24 million salary. Ben Affleck, I'm paying 23. Scott, I'm paying 23. I can pay Ben 22 and pay Scott 23 and pay Matt Damon 24. Obviously for the base. Matt Damon, I have to pay him like a 15 million signing bonus. Scott like gets a 6 million signing bonus, and Ben gets his 14 million signing bonus. And they get their royalty check too, obviously. Well, the agents try and get a piece of the front end. Yes, they will, but they're going to really try and get a piece of the back end because they know the front end money. The real money is not the front end money. The real money is in the back end points, the film profits, the merch, and the game, obviously. Because the agents know these movies are doing tens of millions in net profits. That's why they want a bigger cut of the back end money. The back end money is the real money. The front end money is money, but they know I'm limited because I have a budget. Ivan's limited. He has to follow his salary cap budget. Yeah, I have to follow my salary cap budget, so I'm more limited in how much I can pay the guys. Yeah, but the back end money is unlimited. That's why the agents want a bigger cut of that. But I'm not going to overpay these guys. How to do me? Yeah, 82 million, 83 million for Matt Damon's enough. 80 million for Scarlett's enough, and 78 for Ben's enough for the film profits. I'm not paying them any more money. They don't make that high. They make like their 15, 20 in Hollywood, right? That's a good deal for them. Yeah. Yeah. And I'll have Robert Downey Jr. and Denzel Washington compete with Ben Affleck for the role. Because Robert Downey Jr. and Denzel Washington are also good for the Big Boss too. They're good for the Big Boss too, so they'll have those guys compete for the role, obviously. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. is more expensive than Ben Affleck. Like Robert Downey Jr. will be worth his 400. He's worth 300 million now, but by then he'll be worth probably $400 million. Robert Downey Jr. Maybe 380, $400 million by the time I do the Great Escape. So you can sign Robert Downey Jr. into the Keanu Reeves deal. He's worth like 380. You can give Robert Downey Jr. 125 million the film profits. He's worth a bit more than 400. You can give him 135, 140, 130. If he's worth under $400 million, Robert Downey Jr. by the time I do the Great Escape, if I choose him, I'll pay him his 125. If he's worth like 370 or something like that, pay him 125 on the film profits. It's a good deal for him, and you can pay him the Keanu Reeves paycheck. 47 million salary, 20 million bonus, 27 million salary. That's good for him. Obviously, he doesn't make that much. That's more than we made for Avengers, right? Yeah. Ben Affleck's my first choice for the Big Boss, and I'll have Robin Jr. and Denzel Washington compete with him. Compete with them, obviously, right? Yeah. Sorry. Who else up, man? No, John, you get 10. Stop being greedy. And who else up, man? I'm like, no, John, you get 10. You're pissing me off, man. You get 10. You don't get 20, John. You're not worth that. Yeah. You paid John 20 million of the film promise, Ivan. He signed like his 40-something million deal. John Hagen's not worth $40 million. He's ripping you off. That's why I'm not paying him $20 million. But his agent might push for 20 million of the film promise. I'm like, no, John's not worth it. He gets 10 for the Zane's movie. He signed like his 27 million deal, 26 million deal. That's a good enough deal for John Hagen. I'm not paying him money, man. You guys are getting greedy. Yeah. That's why John Hagen will bet, because John Hagen knows for the Great Escape, I can easily pay him his 30-something million deal. Like a 33 million deal, whatever it is. John Hagen, yeah. Well, it's going to take a while for John Hagen to make $30 million. Chances are he'll make it 7, 8 after Zanus. But once he builds his brand name in Hollywood, in Hollywood, he can now bargain for his 10 plus 50 million. If he becomes huge, he will now be able to bargain for his $20, $30 million in Hollywood, which he might. John Hagen might become huge in Hollywood after Zanus. He's world famous, or he's pretty successful. He becomes a pretty big, small A-lister, but he's not a big A-lister. Because some of the Zane stars are either going, their careers are going to skyrocket where they're now big A-listers, or they have pretty good careers. They're A-listers now, but they're small A-listers. They're worth maybe their $25, $30 million, $40 million. And some of the other guys, they might skyrocket to that 70, 80, 100 million plus after maybe 10 years, right? Yeah. Even if Hollywood is going to pay them more money and they're more successful in Hollywood now, their career is still a side attention, and they know my company's been in Hollywood, hence why they want to be safe, they want to be left behind, hence why they're going to beg, obviously. They know I can easily pay them more too, right? Don't forget that. John Hagen and Avon know I can easily pay them more for the Great Escape. They know that, that's why they're going to beg. Yeah, even though Hollywood's offering me a lot of money, I can easily pay me more, offer me better perks. I don't want to be left behind having my career be the side attention. I want to be the main event with Ivan and BJ for the Great Escape. Because as long as you're in my movie, your career feels like it's worth a lot. In Hollywood, your career doesn't feel like it's worth a lot when I'm king. Because your career is a side attention. The fans are mainly buzzing about Ivan and BJ's movies, not their movies. The fans will still watch their movies, but their movies are the side attention. The whole world is mainly buzzing about Zanus and the Great Escape, not their movies. That's why they all beg, obviously, because they know their careers are the side attention, obviously, in Hollywood. I mean, comedy bowls out of the water, and they want to be safe, they want to be left behind. Don't forget that, right? You guys get the picture. We get the picture, yeah. Almost on this part, guys. So John Hagen will be shocked by his contract. Yeah, he's like, Ivan, you signed me to like a $27 million deal. I'm not even worth it. Yeah, John Hagen knows he's not worth $27 million. He's worth maybe his 5 for that movie. I paid him like a 26, $27 million deal. He's like, holy shit, your company pulls out of the water. It's a dumb one. He signs that contract, yeah. Are you happy, John? Is that good enough for you? Ivan, that's good enough for me, man. I don't even make this in Hollywood. I made like my 3, 4 in Hollywood, Ivan. Yeah. For Star Wars, John made like 300-400K for Force Awakens. And I heard he got maybe $1 million, $1.5 million, $2 million of the royalties, the box office royalties. That's why he was able to buy his parents a house. Because he got like a few $1 million for the royalties, maybe $1.5 million, $2 million of the royalties for Force Awakens. He was able to buy his parents a house, obviously. Chances are John made 300K for Force Awakens, 400K for Force Awakens. For Last Jedi, he might have made maybe a $750 million, and then for Rise of Skywalker, he might have made maybe $1.5 million or something like that. John Hagen, is he really right? Because I'm paying him way more than what he made for his Star Wars contract. But to be fair, John Hagen was a nobody back then, Now, Star Wars is what launched his career, and now he's like a hybrid rising star, small A-lister. By the time I do Zane, John Boyega will be a small A-lister. Sarah? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, John, you don't have to worry about me pushing your hair to the side. For my movie, you're going to be the star. You, Avon, Joe, J.G. Monzo are going to be the star. You guys are the supporting leads of the movie. When you read the book, you'll see what I mean. Casatonius, Papari, and Cassius are pretty much the supporting leads of the movie. And the other characters are not supporting leads, they're supporting characters. But in Volume 3, everyone kind of has the equal amount of scenes. But the first two volumes is mainly about Tactius, Papari, Sirius too, but Papari is more major than Sirius. And Cassius and Acetonius and Eratet and all of them. That's what the main plot's about for the first two volumes. In Volume 3, everyone kind of has their equal amount of scenes pretty much when you read it. Yeah. Yeah. Hope it doesn't rain today. The sky's gray, so it might rain today. I don't know. I have to check the weather. The weather forecast? I don't know. I have to check. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the actors get one-on-one interviews and group interviews at the for the world tour. Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna ask the secretaries when the people call. Ask them, are you just doing like the main venue thing, or are you gonna actually do like group interviews too, like you do in Hollywood? No, we're gonna do group interviews too. Okay, if you do group interviews and one-on-one interviews with directors and everything, like Peter Jackson, Guillermo Toro, I'll bring three of my cameramen. They can film the group interviews. That could be part of the documentary, but the main event thing I'm not filming, obviously. You guys will not see that. But the group stuff I can film. You know, in Hollywood, whenever they release movies, they do the promotion. The movies, they interview the actors, like one-on-one group interviews and all that stuff, yeah. But they most likely will. But it's behind the scenes, it's not in the public eye, and it's all the gatekeepers. Yeah. So it's behind the scenes, but the fame is crazier than what they get in Hollywood. My world tour is crazier than even Star Celebration and Comic Con. It's crazier than that, man. Looking at venues of 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people, even maybe 80,000 people, something crazy. Chances are 50,000, 40,000 fans, 30,000 fans. It's crazy, man. I do interview in a huge building, in a stadium. It's crazy, my fame. Yeah, that's why the actors are going to beg, because they had a blast and they experienced that fame with me, man. Me and VJ. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, yeah. when the actors get paid for it, they're million. I don't know, 3, 4, 2 to 5 million speaking. How much do the actors will make? I don't know, probably around that 5 million speaking, around that 4 or 5 million speaking the actors make off the world tour. That's a lot of money, man. Their speaking pool is even huge. That's when the agents want their 10% cut of that. The managers or the agents, they want their 10% cut of the actors speaking because they know it's in the millions. Yeah, John gets 5 million speaking, we won our $500,000. John might be pissed off. Yeah, John, you gotta give 10% of your money to your agent. That's how it works, man. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah. The actors might be pissed off. They, I don't want to give 10% of my money to my manager. You have to, guys, man. They sign a contract. Your agents and managers, they have to get paid. You have to give 10% of this to your team, to your manager or your agent. That's how it works. Yeah. Because all Hollywood actors, they have a team behind them, right? Even VJ has a team. VJ has an agent in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? She has a manager. She has an agent. And they take 10% of VJ's earnings. That's how it works, right? Yeah. Because the standard rate in Hollywood is 10%. 10% of the actors' earnings. The agents get 10% of all the actors' earnings. But the 3,500 gas card, the 2,000 gift card, you guys don't touch that. That's a gift from the company. Either do we get that? No, you don't. You don't get that, guys. You're a fucking agents and manager. I'm not giving you a 3,500 gas card, 2,000 gift card. You guys don't get that. But everything else, you get your 10% of the actors' earnings. So every time the actors get paid, the agents get paid. That's how it works. You got a piece of everything, obviously. The actor's base, the promo money, the game money, the merch money, the royalty, film profit royalties, the speaking fee money, the promos, they get 10% of all that. Yeah, but the 2,000 gift card, you don't touch, guys. That's a gift from the company. So, don't hate them saying, yeah. Yeah. Shut up my camera, guys. Guys, we'll see you in part 2.